Hello, this is Patrick from XPression. I'd like to show you a new feature inside of XPression 11.1 and higher, the ability to disable DataLinq updates. So here I'm in the XPression sequencer, and what I want you to notice, I have a scene here that has a time of day. When I look at it down here, I've got it in the sequencer, and it's currently my take item inspector. And you can see that I've got a clock that's counting. And when I take this and put this on output, you can see that the clock is counting. I'm going to take this offline for a second. I want to show you something. There's a new button up on the toolbar. When you hover over it, you can see that it's giving you the tooltip, Disable DataLinq Updates. And what I want you to notice right now, I have one thing in here, and it's just the time and the way that it's created from my DataLinq source. It has these quarter brackets that are on the outside, the caret brackets on their sides here. If I click that button, the item that I currently have selected will disable all the DataLinq sources and turn all those text fields into static text rather than DataLinq text. And if you come down and look at the take item inspector, you can see that's reflected down here on the bottom where it says static text is being shown. If I go back and I click on that again, you can see that it goes to DataLinq and it's showing me the source. And if I click browse, just so you can kind of see where it's at, that's where that source is coming from. And I'll show you the page that I'm getting. You can see there's the time of day that I'm getting. Now, this also works properly if I'm doing statistical pages. So you can see here, if I take this page and I put this online, you can see that I'm getting the data information from this particular graphic. And you can see the player's name is Stanton Meyer. And if I go to the original DataLinq source, which is an Excel spreadsheet, if I change that player's name to Timmy, what I want you to notice, and I've got to save the file, so if you save the file there, you can see if I take that graphic offline and I put it back online, it's now reaching out to DataLinq because, again, I changed that when it was put on the frame buffer. So the content was already there. So if I take number 3, that content is there, and I'm going to go back to number 1 and change that. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to disable DataLinq updates on that first one. And I'm going to go to my data source, and I'm going to change it back to what it originally was. So it's Stanton, and I'm going to save that as a data source. And you'll notice that when I play graphic number 3, it's Stanton. I go back to graphic number 1 where it's disabled, and it's Timmy. And again, if I make that change while that's active on the frame buffer, it's going to stay that way. If I take it offline and then I put it back online, now it's Stanton, because the DataLinq source has been enabled. By using that button, I can disable the DataLinq source on content before I take it to the frame buffer. So use the Disable DataLinq Source button to disable the DataLinq for a particular take item before you put it out to a frame buffer, and it will disable DataLinq updates.